Okay. I just learned something, y'all. I looked into something different. Something that I just revisited something for the most part. Okay. There's something called, we've been looking up the word, I want to look at the word decedent. I'm going to show y'all something that I learned today. I should have did a screenshot. Because we think that a decedent is limited to someone who has died. I'm going to start off with Cornell Law. Cornell Law says is the term decedent is a term that is generally used in the law governing estates and trusts in reference to a person who has died. Decedents have rights that continue after their death. And the authority to take actions make certain decisions through third-party representatives. I had to revisit it because a lot of things I used to read that would talk about decedents, I kind of dismissed them. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm like, for example, executor. If you look at the term executor, what is an executor? I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Executor legal definition. And I'm not gonna go too deep off into what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna throw y'all some hints. So the hints are definitely in there. The Cornell Law. An executor is someone named in a will as a person who will carry out the testator's formal wishes. Typical duties of an executor include paying outstanding debts, taxes, debts, and distributing any remaining assets among the testator's heirs. Okay? I decided to go deeper because I'm looking into something totally different. I decided to go off into the Black's Law Dictionary. So I'm going to show y'all Black's Law Dictionary, what it says about an executor. Not an executor, but a decedent. A decedent goes a whole lot deeper than we've been taught to believe that it goes. There's more to a decedent than we know about. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can find the Black's Law Dictionary right here online first. I got like 7 different Black's Law dictionaries in my computer, in my emails, but I'm gonna start off with one that I got on the internet. Second edition right here. That's online. If you type in decedent legal definition in your Google search, you'll find it on the lawdictionary.com. They actually give you the definition from the Black's Law Dictionary, 2nd edition. And it says a deceased person, one who has lately died. One who has lately died. Etymologically, the word denotes a person who is dying. That's actually what I wanted to find. It says one who is dying, but it has come to be used in law as signifying any defunct person, testate or intestate, but always in reference to the settlement of his estate or the execution of his will. What got my wheels turning is the fact that it says something that someone who is dying. How can something that is someone who is dying be a decedent? Already be labeled a decedent before they're even dead. Before they're dead, when they're dead, they're a decedent. But when they are dying, they are a decedent. And a lot of us have heard of the phrase, a decedent of an estate. Did you know that by definition, a live birth also includes your body as a baby, the umbilical cord, and the placenta? All of it, whether it's connected or not connected, By definition of live birth, all of that is you. All of that is you. Now, if you look up the definition of, if you look up the life of a placenta after it's disconnected from the child, let's see, lifespan. We're gonna say it like that. Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna try to. I want to. It was something I should have said something like after birth. Let's see. Lifespan after birth. After birth. Okay. According to, let's see, 9 things. This is something that's from parents.com. I don't know if this is true or not. Let me see. 9 things to do with the placenta after birth. The placenta is typically delivered within 5 to 30 minutes of birth, of childbirth. It takes up to an hour if you want to keep. Okay. Let's see. Historically, the definition of expulsion of the placenta, 30 minutes after delivery. Okay. So it says, when I looked up earlier, and I don't even know which one of these websites to even, let me pause and find something good, something credible. Hold on a second. Okay. Between 2 to 10 minutes. It says about 10 minutes. According to babycentury.co.uk. That's one source, but between 2 to 10 minutes. Let's see. Delay. Anyway, we know shortly after you're born, we know that the placenta pulsates even after disconnected from the umbilical cord, dividing all 3 of you, the umbilical cord, and the placenta. It pulsates shortly after that. I mean, for a while, for a short period of time before it stops pulsating. So by definition, it really is a decedent. It really is a decedent. So it just kind of made me wonder, when it comes to your estate, the estate was created. Keep in mind also, by definition, the definition of a live birth. Let me live birth. We're gonna get this from CDC. I did a video on this months ago. CDC. Right here. As y'all can see, this is from the CDC website right here. I can go a little closer. Live birth means the complete expulsion or extraction from its mother of a product of human consumption. First and foremost, they call you a product. It refers to as a product of human consumption, irrespective of the duration of pregnancy, which after the expulsion or extraction breathes or shows any other evidence of life, such as beating of the heart, pulsation. Let me click on this so I can get the whole damn thing, because I don't like getting interrupted. As y'all see, I'm in the website. Y'all can find this easily. All you gotta do is type, what did I type it? As you see right there, live birth definition. You can find this. Click on it yourself. And you can go down to the blue hyperlinks, type in your state, and then scroll on up. See your definition right here. Okay. Live birth means the complete expulsion of an extraction from its mother of a product of human consumption. Okay. I don't know why people don't want to believe that they're human, because somebody say human don't mean man. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, irrespective of the duration of pregnancy, which after such expulsion or extraction breathes or shows any other evidence of life, such as beating of the heart, pulsation of the umbilical cord, or definite movement of voluntary muscles, whether or not the umbilical cord has been cut or the placenta is attached. So it don't matter if the umbilical cord has been cut or whether or not the placenta is attached. Whether they take it apart or not, they can disassemble all three parts: the baby, the umbilical cord, and the placenta. All three of them can be separated from the three. By definition, it is still a live birth. So it makes sense. It makes sense to believe that the decedent would be, say, maybe the placenta. I witnessed the birth of my son. I was in the delivery room. I saw them, I witnessed his birth. And while they were cleaning my son up, while they were cleaning them up, putting them up on the little light thing that they put him up under so he can, get some light on him. I looked over and watched the doctor was cleaning my son's mother out. And he reached in and he pulled the placenta out and they put it in a little white bucket and took off out of the room with it. I noticed it because I've been hearing about it, and then I witnessed it with my eyes, By definition, it still was a live birth. By definition, the baby itself is not just a live birth. The baby, the baby, the umbilical cord, and the placenta is by definition all three of those. All that was taking place, whether it's detached or not detached, by definition, it is a live birth. So wouldn't it make sense if they tell you that the birth certificate is not you? It doesn't represent you. What does it represent? If it doesn't represent you, and that name is in all capitalized letters, which represents what? Something that died, right? According to the Styles Manual, at least that's what we've been taught. All capitalized letters. That's what they write on the tombstone. Something that's dead. Back to the word decedent. Would that not be the placenta? So I'm just thinking it's like maybe two sides of you. You, the living man, and the decedent that was named after you, that being the placenta, which is how they recreated the stock certificate, the bond. I'm just going to say the bond, which is the certificate of live birth. It's a part of you. That's why they named it after you, because it's in all caps. It's a part of you it really is a decedent, because it was dying at that point when it was created. Something that is dead, something that was dying. It had both of those statuses. It has that status of dead now because it's not pulsating no more. But at some given time, it was a decedent because it was still pulsating. It was dying. I guess that takes me to the point about why I used to ignore the fact that you can operate as an executor over your estate, because the definition of an executor, my definition, executor. An executor is someone named in a will as a person who will carry out the testator's formal wishes. Typically, the duty of an executor include paying outstanding debts, tax debts, distributing any remaining assets among the testator's heirs. I went deeper because I had chose to go to Cornell Law, not just Cornell Law. That's Cornell Law right there. But I thought I'd go to Black's Law and look at the definitions, because I have like 6 or 7 different versions of the dictionaries. Shout out to my partner Jermaine, who sent all of them to me. I had like 4 of them already, but when he sent them all to me in one email, it keep me from having to look for them all the time. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find them real quick. G-Man. Here we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna use which one did I use last time? I think I used 3rd edition. 1933 3rd edition. Oh boy. Yeah, that's right. It's on my desktop. I don't know why I'm all on here. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Okay, this is executor right here. Where I read Cornell Law, it says pretty much the same thing on this part right here, right? Appointed by a testator. We're going to go down here, skip down. Okay. I want y'all to see this part right here. This last execution right here. Executors are classified according to the following several to the following several methods: general and special. The former term denotes an executor who is to have charge of the whole estate, whereas wherever found, and administer it to its final settlement. That's the general executor. Okay, so just a regular executor. Which one are you talking about using? Now special. Which one? I'm trying to hold the camera up and read at the same time. Let's see. A special. Let's see. While a special executor is only empowered by the will to take charge of a limited portion of the estate, or such part as may lie in one place, or to carry on the administration only to the prescribed point, I'm gonna stop right there. So it lets you know, and I've been looking at Cornell Law, looking at executor, and I'm thinking Cornell Law just pretty much gave you the summary of like the base version, the base definition of an executor. And they're different, as you see, there are two different types, two different categories of executor. General executor being the highest you can actually be. Now, I've been talking about being the attorney in fact over your estate, when I really should have been talking about being the general executor over your estate. I just thought I'd give y'all something to think about. I'm not going to go too much in no detail, definitely not online. So, look into that. General executor, look into that. I'm not going to talk about too much online. I don't like to, let the left hand know what the right hand doing. But that's the highest spots you can go. Now I can stop sleeping on that position and start moving in the private the way I'm supposed to, and not in the public. I'm always gonna leave it like that, y'all. I got a lot I'm working on right now, and it's kind of. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say too much online. I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to be a little less vocal about putting everything you say, everything you shouldn't put on the internet. Everything you learn, you shouldn't be all saying too much. So I'll leave y'all with that, and hopefully that help you to understand, kind of get some wheels turning on what I'm talking about right here. But hopefully, help y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next video, all right? Signing out.